and welcome to Take Two Radio. I'm Pam, your host, and I'm crazy today. Hello, hello. And joining me today as my co-host is David. Hello, David.
Hi, Pam. How are you this
evening?
Too? Are you crazy like me?
No, I told you I was discombobulated today, and we were discussing how that's spelled because neither of us have seen how that's spelled before. You know, you just hear people say it every once in a while. So I have no clue how it's spelled, and how I typed it to you is only by my guessing.
And that's very good.
Yeah. Well, you do it phonetically. You know who we should have asked? Yeah. We should have asked Tracy.
That's right. We'll ask her when she comes on again.
The school teacher, she could have told us how it's spelled, I would imagine, if that's even really a word. Have you ever looked it up in the dictionary?
I haven't looked it up, but I'm trying to remember where I heard it from.
Yeah, well, I do believe that our guest is on the phone, so why don't you go ahead and introduce her, David?
Are you ready? Okay, Young-and-the-Restless fans, since 1994, she has come on as the hot, provocative, devious Phyllis-Newman Abbott-Newman. And
sure you got them all?
Yeah, I think I got them all.
Okay.
And he's an actor, director, writer, producer. Michelle Stafford, will you sign in, please?
Michelle, are you with us?
Hello.
Did he catch everything?
Yeah, I think he had it right. Yes.
Yeah, because I don't think you married anybody before you left, so we're pretty much up to date.
Yes. She married Nick twice, didn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Married him twice?
Yep.
Yeah, so there should have been like a Newman in there somewhere, David. See, you skipped on one.
Did I got Newman? Newman?
I guess so.
Well, we want to thank you so much for joining us today, Michelle. It's such a pleasure and a treat and to have you with us, and we hope that you enjoy being with us as well.
Oh, I do. Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. And we won't grill you too bad. We'll just ask you a couple questions.
Oh, it's okay. I don't mind being grilled.
I just want to give you a heads up, and to our listeners too, if by some chance I cut out or David cuts out or Michelle cuts out, Blog Talk is having an issue and they're trying to fix it, but I hope that we don't have that during the show. It's just for like a split second where we can't hear each other, but hopefully not today. It happened on Wednesday, and it's very irritating. Yeah. You know, you love technology, but you hate it at the same time.
Hey, listen, it's pretty amazing that we can do this in the first place, so
Isn't
why
it
not?
though? Yeah, I know.
Is.
I know. If you asked me a year ago if I would be doing this, I would have never said yes or even a maybe at that.
I know. It's crazy. It's true.
Well, we'd like to start out a little bit by going back in time, only a couple of years or a few years. When you started out in modeling, is that something you wanted to do, or did somebody just discover you one day?
It was actually something I wanted to do, and some people said I should do it. At 15, I think a photographer saw me somewhere I was with my sister, and she saw me and took pictures of me, and it gave me the bug, you know. So when I was 19, I started modeling.
Was it fun for you? Was it everything you thought it would be?
It actually, some parts of it were fun. Some parts were fun, but some parts weren't fun. like any job, I suppose, right?
Right.
But it didn't keep my attention. It didn't keep me stimulated enough for me to continue on. I stopped doing it when I was around 22, I think. Mm-hmm. And then I started taking acting class around 22 and got into acting.
I read that you discovered you wanted to act while you were living in Italy. What was it that made you do that? You know, what was it that said, acting?
Yeah, that's actually not correct.
Well, you can't believe everything you read, you know.
I guess not. But yeah, I really loved living in Italy. I really enjoyed it, but I didn't decide to act when I was there. I always wanted to act, you know, but my sister did it when we were younger. She was kind of the actress, and so it's kind of a weird thing that you don't want to take on a goal of a sibling sometimes because it's theirs, right? It's not yours. Mm-hmm. It's what they do, and so I didn't pursue it because it was hers, which is kind of a funny thing, right? And then she decided not to do it, not to pursue that field, and then it freed it up for me to do it.
Yeah, because you sometimes get into sibling rivalry when you do the same thing, you know.
Yeah, I don't know, and we've never been rivals. My sister and I have a really good relationship, and we always have had a great relationship. And it was just sort of, okay, she did it, so I'll do something else. I mean, it was mostly out of respect, to be honest with you.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, so, you know.
Yeah, there's a lot of times when the families do get into those situations, so it's great when you can support each other no matter what you're doing.
Yeah, totally.
Now, you were in a soap before you were on Young and the Restless called Tribes.
Yeah.
How do you think things have changed in soaps from then to now?
Oh, well, Tribes was sort of it was kind of a low budget soap. It was on Fox, and it wasn't as grand as Young and the Restless. It was just a few sets, and it was started by one of the directors of The Young and the Restless named Dennis Steinmetz, and he created it, and it was like a teenage soap, and Fox had it on at like 5:30 in the afternoon, and it was just for teens, and everybody on the show was a teenager, and so I played a character named Frankie, and she was like from the wrong side of the tracks, and then she fell in love with like the good boy on the show, and it was going to be this really great love affair. They both played guitar and sang, and they were going to have a band together, and we sang on the show together, and then it was canceled. So.
Aww. Wow.
Yeah, it was okay. It happens.
Yeah, I know. You know. I'm going to have to go back on YouTube and see if I can find it because I want to hear Michelle sing.
Oh, my God. I think I have it on VHS.
I have to go back, too. I got to go back and see that, too.
I have it on VHS. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Anyway.
Did you take singing lessons, or is it just something they popped on you?
Yeah, no, I had to sing for the audition. I had to sing. I mean, they were like, they wanted a singer. They wanted they wanted a singer, and I had to sing in the audition, and I did, you know, and there you go. I mean, I'm an okay singer. I'm an okay singer. I'm not like you know, Janis Joplin or my sister. My sister has the gift. You know, my sister's an amazing singer. Naturally, she has the gift. I'm not like her, and I'm not like, you know, but I could, you know, nowadays, of course, they could tweak me in the studio, and I could sound amazing. So.
That's so true. Now, David, I think you had some questions about Pacific-Palisades you wanted to ask.
Yes, I do. I have to tell you, Michelle, I watched that show. I loved it.
Oh, awesome.
I loved it. And I'm a little, I know it's been a long time and my memory's a little shaky with it, but I'm going to go with it. You had the opportunity to work with Joan Collins.
Oh, yeah.
In that show, I remember correctly.
Yes.
What did you learn from her?
You know what? I didn't work with her a lot. She came on. We did 13 episodes, and she was there for the last 3 episodes, and she wasn't there for a long time. And my character and her character didn't really, cross paths, right? I just had one experience with her in a party scene, and that was it. And she's a pro. She was very nice. I really I don't have any, and I wish I had some stories for you. I really don't. She was very, we didn't work together that much. She was very nice. She was very polite. She had been around, and she was doing it for Aaron. Aaron wanted her to come in to sort of spike ratings, and so that was the purpose for her arrival, to spike our ratings.
Oh, that
was. I know. I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry. I don't have a story for you. I mean, she was very nice. She was very nice in hair and makeup. She was very nice on the set. She's great. I mean, I have nothing. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I was a little weird. How about Lucky Vanos?
Oh yeah, he was very handsome. He's very handsome, and I think that was his first acting gig, after the Coke commercial. And, he's very sweet. He was just very handsome. I mean, obviously very, very beautiful and very sweet. And, I mean, everybody on the show was really cool. We all got along really well. At one point, when we did the pilot, we were shooting the pilot, and we had all of our chairs, in a circle. And we were all talking as a cast, and we all got along really well. And I think one of the crew people walked by and said, "Oh, wow, look at you guys. This is going to change as the series goes on." And, meaning, we weren't going to be friends later on. And that never changed. We were all really tight. We all really liked each other. Everybody was really cool on the show. Finola Hughes, that's how we became such good friends, because our character, because I worked with her a lot. But sometimes when you do an ensemble show like that, you don't work with everybody. There was an actress on named Kim Davies, and she really beautiful Australian actress, and I hardly worked with her. I didn't know her very well. And I would see her mainly, at the parties. Because we just didn't work together. And of course, as if the show had gone on a few more seasons, I would have gotten to know her better. But Finola and I worked together a lot because we played best friends. So I knew her really well. And there was a girl who played my daughter, Natalia, I think her last name's Sagludi. She, I was very close to her, and the guy who played my husband, Jared Emmerich, I think was his name.
Right.
But I was closer to all of those people because I worked with them a lot.
So you had a nice working relationship with the ones you had.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They were great.